It's Jay from Team DMA. Good morning, everyone. So I usually make the videos later on in the day after my schedule is over, but today I wanted to do something early morning since I have a free day. So thanks a lot for coming back to the channel. Thanks to all my subscribers, all the support. Thank you for all the people who bought on the shops. I appreciate everyone so very much. Thank you for the participants in the tournament. I'm gonna be doing a video on the tournament, and I'm gonna be doing a video on some other things, but we're gonna try to cover a lot of information and giving you your golden nugget of the day from the Dark Magician. Hopefully one of your favorite Dark Magician channels. And let's start off with the Dark Magician profile. So we're looking to see what 2024, God willing, and we make it over there a few weeks, what it brings to Yu-Gi-Oh, what it brings to the Dark Magician deck. And there's a lot of things going on, and my job as a content creator, as a Dark Magician channel, is to number one, nothing feeling based, nothing opinion based, nothing popular based. It has nothing to do with anyone that exists, basically. No affiliations, no word of mouth. It's all just facts. Like I've said before, like if the sun comes out, I'm gonna say the sun's out, and people are like, well, it never came out, it was always there. Well, it depends on your point of view. From their perspective, there's a terminology for it, but it's all about what you see through your perspective, right? It's like you turned around and when you look back, there was some food on the table. It's like it doesn't matter how it got there. Someone might have put it while you turned around. It's just what you prospectively see from your point of view. Moving on with that, for the Dark Magician, we're gonna be doing two videos. This is part one, and I'm gonna be doing part two. Part two will be covering something horrible. It's going to be mind opening to a lot of people. It's going to be extremely trigger sensitive. It's going to be triggering a lot of people, but you know how we do it on my channel. I don't really care. I just tell you the truth, deal with it. So the first thing is Dark Magician, what it's looking for 2024. So Dark Magician as it is not seeing any competitive play, and that's why I'm going to be making another video explaining it so that everyone's eyes can be open and we can separate the fake Dark Magician players from the real Dark Magician players. And you're gonna be exposed. You're gonna be exposed. Most of all, my videos are exposing the fake Dark Magician community anyways, but it's gonna expose you guys more. But the people who are serious about playing Dark Magician, who are really wanting to win, like they really want to win the Dark Magician, they're not taking it lightly. Don't worry, you're not included in there. So this is more towards the people who never win and all they do is cry. They don't do anything else. Those are the fake Dark Magician community. So there's a lot of variants for the Magia coming up because people have been crying and asking for update support, and there's a lot of support coming out. Magia is the Master Dragon Magia. It's actually very helpful because on my AC-130 it won't have to change the profile, and that's what I've been working on while your favorite Dark Magician channels have been sleeping. And excuse me, they've been sleeping and you've been just pondering. I've been hard at work day and night figuring everything out for you guys, and I figured most of it out. So here's the information. The rest of it was kind of just jibber jabber a little and some information, and here's what I collected the data. So apparently there's about 6 working ways to bring it out, the Magia, the Master Dragon Magia, and the 6 different ways, the variants work best on different decks, like the Blue Eyes White Dragon. We have, like I said, which I stand by, the bestial branded version, which from what I see, like it's not what I feel, what I think. Like I'm seeing it, I'm testing it, and it can summon 2 to 3 Magias in a turn, and it still has its interruptions on the board. It has like 6 or 7 interruptions plus 3 Magias. So when you add it all up, it's 7 interruptions and it has about 9 negates. So they're already going up all the way to like 15. A variation of 15 negations and interruptions, a mixture, like 6 or 7 interruptions and then 9 negations. So they're already at 15. And then the thing is, excuse me, when I tell people these things, the first thing that happens is, oh, Jay's full of SHIT and Jay's lying. Jay loves to exaggerate. Jay this and Jay that and Jay that. And then I go to the channels and all they talk about is they can never win a duel. So who's right and who's wrong? I'm telling you guys the truth. This isn't meant to scare you guys or to turn anybody down. I'm telling you what's expected. It's kind of like a UFC fight. Imagine you're gonna fight like Francis Ngannou, or you're gonna fight like what's his name? Just a really good fighter like John Jones. I'm not gonna be like everyone else telling you, oh no, they're not that good. Oh, this and that. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you these guys are undefeated. They're world class. You probably won't win your match, but you gotta give it your best, and you have to work hard. So that's all. I'm exposing the reality, so then you guys can take the necessary measures to face up against it. I'm warning you what to expect, so when you get there, you know what's gonna happen. So that's all it is. So yeah, it's six variants of the fusion to enter Magia, and those 6 are working on different decks. So like I said, there's a lot of variants, but that I documented on a piece of paper. 6 are the ones that are working. One of them Blue Eyes, and the other ones like the Dark Magician, and the other ones the Bestial Branded. You have other ones too that are on other decks, and those formulas kind of mix with each other. So my job is to do the one for the Dark Magician community, right? I don't really care about the rest because it pertains to my deck. So what I did was I found a way to keep the profile 100% the same, no changes, and you just add a few cards. So the card, as you already know, is Tag Duel, and all it does is you're gonna be playing searchers to the Illusion of Chaos, which there's a lot, like Preparation. There's a lot of cards on the Dark Magician deck that let you get to the Illusion of Chaos, right? If you don't know that, then you probably don't know how to play Dark Magician. So you can get to Illusion of Chaos very quickly through, I think there's about 6 or 7 different cards that let you just search and get it. So once you go there, you trigger the effect and you get Tamiya's, and you gotta have the tag duel already. So what you do is Tamiya comes out, then you hit it with the tag, and then you're gonna copy the Miguel for the ultimate, and then that's it. That's it. From there, you're gonna trigger the effect because it says you can treat it as, but it doesn't say it changes the effect or anything. So the card's still the same, and you trigger the effect and you fusion directly, and you make it. So it's essentially a 1 card combo, and people are gonna argue, oh no, it's not a 1 card combo. Well, it is, because you guys have to remember, people forget this. When you start a duel, you don't start with 1 card. When you start a duel, you start with 5. So you have 5 cards to work your way to getting uh, a tag fusion. So you guys might be wondering, yeah, but you won't be able to enter it off the bat. There's a lot of cards that let you dig into your deck. Like you can play what's it called, all the pots, and some of the pots say that you can dig into your deck. I think it's Prosperity, but there's a few other ones, and it lets you dig into your deck and see what's there. And you can select the cards like that. If not, you could just do the regular draw power like my AC 130 does. So I can do 50% of my deck, and I'm gonna be playing 3 copies of it. So I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna pull them. They're gonna be pulled. So uh, from there, like I said, you just go into the Magia, and then that doesn't even include the rest of your cards. You're gonna have other negations and interruptions, so it's gonna be really fun. I'm gonna be building a US like a USA English, like front and back Dark Magician budget, and I'm gonna go without the structure because people are wanting official cards to play in their tournament. I'm gonna be building one. So I'm gonna be hitting about a $25 to $30 price for it. People are wondering like why 25 to 30? Because I need the deck to be competitive at locals. So it's gonna need a few broken cards. So I'm gonna be building a profile, and hopefully you guys like it. It's gonna be the AC 130, similar like the structure, but it's gonna be the English version, and we're gonna lean more on the Illusion of Chaos, and it's gonna be ready to enter the Magia combo on there. So it's going to be pretty fun, pretty cool. No one in the millions of YouTubers are doing anything similar to what we're doing, guarantee you. And like I said, on the other video, it's going to be covering the topic of the Dark Magician profile and the tier and what's going on. So that'll be a separate video, and then I'll be making one for the tournament. And that's pretty much it for this video. Just letting you know the info so that you have all the knowledge. You don't need somebody to tell you, you already know it all. In fact, you'll know more than them. So all it is a grand total of 15 to 20 different fusion varieties, but the ones that work, that I actually documented, that actually were tested and actually work, I saw 6 variants. So now that you know that, then you minimize it to which are the decks that are going to be playing it heavily. And like I said, the Blue Eyes deck, you have the Bestial Branded, which I believe is the #1, and then the Dark Magician. So for the other ones, I don't care a lot. Everybody already knows. And then people already know the fusion for them anyways, right? Well, I only care about the Dark Magician. The Dark Magician, like I said, there's a few ways, but the best one is definitely the tag. It's the tag fusion. And people can argue, but it's a 1-card combo. All you need is tag fusion, and the rest of the deck works to get the Timaeus and the Illusion and Chaos. So keep that in mind. Get the cards prepared, buy them, because we don't know if Magia ends up being like super broken and ends up showing up like in nationals or regionals. The cards might go up in price, like they might become expensive. There's a lot of variants, but I'm just telling you guys the simple one. Keep your profile the same. And contrary to the popular belief that Blue Eyes White Dragon, they're wrong. It works on the Dark Magician. It goes to show you, even the Dark Magician community is going towards Blue Eyes. Those are all the fake Dark Magician players. I'm telling you, it works on the Dark Magician, and I'm giving you the solutions. There is 6 variants, like I said, that work. So you probably already know 1 or 2, but I'm teaching you the other ones as well. And tag those the way to go. It keeps the profile 100% the same. And like I said, the deck searches everything that you need except for tag fusion. But you can play 3, and then you can also play searches like the pot cards. Read the pot cards, like read them. Some of them say dig through your deck. You can dig, I think, like 10 or 12 deep into the deck, so you can do it that way. And there's a lot of different ways you could do it. That's going to be it for the video. I just wanted to cover the fusions, what you need to know. I'm trying to keep the community up to date so you guys don't fall behind and stay strong. And the Dark Magician deck seems to put out 1, is what I'm noticing. It puts out 1. It can put out more, but it can put out 1 in the first turn. And you don't need to wait till the second. It can do it on the first turn. And keep in mind that you still have access to the Dragoon. You still have access to the rest of the cards. And when we're going to go on to the profile, because of the tier list, I'm going to be more profound and more intricate in explaining the profiles and what you need to do to keep up to date, so people stop making fun of the Dark Magician community so much, because the Dark Magician community, its main power is the top tier, and those are the worthless fake Dark Magician players, all of them. And I know I'm going to get backlash and I'm going to get attacked, but it's the truth. Because go to their channel, they have no good duels won. They've never even gone against 10 negates per turn. They don't know what that means. And in this channel, I go through it all the time, and it doesn't affect us. We're not like the first place YCS champions that lose to like every card. These profiles that I make, they're not affected by those cards. They do nothing. I show you. I just showed you a few days ago. All of those broken cards are worthless. They don't affect us. So that's pretty much it. I gave you the scoop. I gave you some options. You keep searching, keep looking, but I guarantee you the tag tool is the best. Keeps your deck the same, 100%. All you're gonna add is 3 tag fusions. The deck searches for everything else. You get the Magia, it's out on the board. Add it to all your negations and interruptions. So before I end the video, you might be wondering, what is the AC 130 at now? The AC 130 is at 13 negations and interruptions per turn. It just became more broken. If the duel ends and the opponent is not able to break the 13 or the 13 negates, I can actually jump up to 15 the following turn. So the grand total is going to be somewhere around 18, because I can summon 3 of them, right? So it's going to be somewhere around 18 interruptions and negations. And if that to you is a jaw dropping, or you think it's a fantasy, you better wake up, because since 2020, Like 4 years ago, I already did 10 negates and interruptions per turn. It's the same profile, remember? Today, I can do about 9 or 10 because I altered the deck a little bit. But with this Magia, it's gonna be 13 on the first turn, even through hand traps and everything. Drow's not gonna work, all of that. But I'll cover that on the tier Dark Mission deck. That's gonna be it for the profile. I will be speeding up the video so it's a lot shorter and not so long. And with that being said, any questions or concerns, let me know, you guys. God bless, take care, and Dark Magic Attack.